After a year in the corporate world, chasing promotion, salary hike, and big revenue, I realized none of it truly fulfilled me. No matter how successful I was, something I felt missing. I was deeply passionate about art since my childhood. But once I started my 9 to 5 job, art slowly faded away from my life for nearly 12 years. In this video, I will share how did I manage to pick up my brush once again after 12 years of gap, and how you can too start painting that brings the joy and purpose to your life. In my previous video, I shared how I found time to practice watercolor every single day. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. And if you want to take your watercolor skill to next level, join me on Patreon where you will get access to exclusive tutorials, behind the scene, exclusive sketches, and so much more. It's completely free to join, and you can even watch some of my videos for free. Let me introduce you to this guy who really helped me to find the lost love I was just looking for. And this is it. So this is where I started after working on a smaller pocket size, and then I moved to this, and consistently every single day, every single morning, I was just creating something. And you I'll just take you through what I did very quickly. This one where I was started doing a lot of sketches. I was pretty good. I was given a good amount of time learning sketch initially. Wherever I used to go, I used to draw something like this. Wherever I go, I carried this sketchbook, and I drew something. Okay, whether it's a mall or going somewhere outdoor in a park or wherever it is, and I used to write down the story behind it, and it was not taking so much of my time. I was spending like a 20 minutes, half an hour. I mean, and that actually given me a lot of confidence when I was started learning this. So I was just going, while traveling, and going to any some other places. All I was doing is how quickly I can create uh, something very quick sketch. Sometimes it's an imaginary. Sometimes I was just traveling on the train, and this two couple, very old couple, they were just traveling. I drew them. I made a lot of connection. Also, I was just talking. People were curious. They were just talking. Okay, what I'm doing, why they are just sketching, why I'm sketching their portraits, and all that. So a lot of curiosity, and that was amazing. I mean, that also motivated me a lot. So this is all I just did. A lot of people have given me comments. They've written about my journey and all that. I used to capture all of that. You can see in the market. I did a lot of sketching at that point of time. Uh, uh, I experienced Goa never before. So this kind of a thing I used to do. This is from Hampi, beautiful ancient city. It's in my state in Karnataka, in Hampi, beautiful place. I've been there and I did several sketches. This is again in far away from Bangalore where I live. This very ancient temple, very old temple near to Kolar. Um, so, I mean, I've really spent so much of time, and I was just journaling. I was just creating. Okay, what is happening? How was my journey? What I did, all of this. I was just literally writing down everything there. So, basically, it's all started there. I've done several of this. And I've developed a habit basically over the period of time, and that exists even today. So even today, I get up early, 5 a.m., and As I said in my previous video, I was just, it was kind of a ritual for me, getting up early morning, doing all of this, and I see phenomenal outcome doing all of this. So, in this tutorial, I'm going to share and I'm going to demonstrate how exactly I was just doing it. So it will be helpful for you. So let's come to this another guy. I have already created one sketch uh, where we have one building, and there is a couple of car here underneath, and a couple of people are here. It's kind of people are just walking on the road, and this is billboard, or the signages and all that. So that this is a very quick uh, painting the subject we wanted to paint, right? Now imagine you are on outside, you are outdoor, and you wanted to paint this at the spot, or even if you're in your comfort of your home, you can just do that. I'm going to tell you how I was doing it. That really helped me. All right, so let's move into this sketch. So I will I was just doing something like this. I have no much idea about sketch. I mean, though I was good at, but I, I can't say I was very much pro level of a sketcher. But this is how basically I was just doing it. Something like this. An early morning when you get up, uh, uh, you if you feel like okay, you can give so much of effort, uh, I would say a lot many people get failed because it's a habit you have to develop over the period of time, and it doesn't mean that early morning, the very first day, if you'll get an early wake up in early morning and start doing this, things will be turn out the way you want. Absolutely not. It's not going to work in that way. Okay, so you have to practice. Okay, so this is what it is. So this is the signages and all. It's a kind of a perspective. Let's say this is your vanishing point, and let's say this is your horizon line, and this is your vanishing point here. Okay, and the car, let's say here you have, let's say here you have this car parked just beside this building. Okay, there's a couple of cars. There's one car which is just front of this car. So it's just like an impression. We don't want to give more detail, all sort of thing. And people are here like that. So it's a kind of the story we build here. Okay, when I've grown up, grown up means uh, when I found some stability in my painting, and I found some confidence. So that time I was just trying to do some bit of experiment, like uh, just mixing the color, like one color, two color, three color. I was just mixing all those color, and I was just trying to see, well, okay, what can happen, how does it happen. So a lot of basically experimental stuff came into existence. Now when even today when I go outdoor to paint, I do something like this. But the whole idea here is to express my view, the give a justice to the subject. That's all. I don't need to necessarily impress anyone to create a good art. That's not the intent, and I would suggest to you not to do that, because if you'll have that intent, oh, if I'll make this kind of a work, uh, people might think that why what I'm doing, I'm not a good artist, and a lot of things comes into your mind. But I would suggest you to just ignore that. What others says, don't think about it. I know how much I heard from people, you know, in YouTube itself. when, even today, I mean, a lot of people criticize. But if you'll just take them, sometimes the criticize is really good. It really helps you. I mean, it all depends how you take it. Okay, criticize is good. It's not a bad. Okay, so something like this, and I'm just showing you exactly the way I was just doing it. Because I wanted to make it a very loose sort of work. The one thing you just remember, and that really helped me, is that if you start thinking about the end result, that's going to spoil your the entire experience of creating art. But one thing I also wanted to say is that think, but think in a way that what should be what I mean, what is the overall the technique. So those technique is the thing you'll have to think, I would say. And those technique, not necessarily that you have to just kill yourself with thinking about, okay, this technique is not working, this technique, and how this technique can be. You can develop that technique, you can acquire it, and you gain the experience while working. When you work, the technique and all that thing will you will get to know by itself. It will just come to you as a gift. Okay, so the reason why I'm just telling you, because a lot of people are saying, okay, I mean, this is not working, this is not working, how this can be done. Come on, you have to put your effort. So something like this. So I wouldn't say I was very much, giving a lot of attention to how the light is actually coming and all that. So that point of time, I was not very much able to do that. But it's good to give that attention at in a early in early stage of your learning. If you Because that was something I was missing in my learning, and it really took a lot of time for me to understand that. So let's assume that if the light is coming from this side or this side, just you need to decide, okay, so which side is the light. Okay, so that you have to. So I'm assuming, since I've given the shades here for this car, so I'm assuming that the the depth is actually, the source of light is coming from here, and this side will be a little darker, though there's a light. So I need to make this a little lighter, sorry, darker. So these kind of the decision is always be helpful. So, and when you make something like this, keep yourself absolutely uh, curious. Don't be. I mean, I know. I mean, a lot of people, they don't do, they don't act anything because they feel like, okay, my work will get terribly, it will get wrong, and things will not be okay, and all that. But if you'll just do like this, then how you will learn? And that's the reason working on something like this was really helpful for me. Sometimes it's a very mindless, sorry to say that, but sometimes it's very mindless patches, the strokes here and there. I just wanted to see, like, okay, what's going on, what will happen if I'll do certain things like this. Now I just want to make a little depth here and there, and we'll conclude this. Just wanted to give some depth. So I was just making a lot more work, and honestly, I still remember how much work I was spoiled, how much work. I mean, I was just creating an art and I was destroying them because, and that's the reason you don't see some more of my previous work, all that, because I was just destroying them. Uh, I could have preserved them, I understand, but I was, it was a little frustrating sometimes. And I completely understand when when a lot of people just say like, oh, it's saying something or doing something. There's a lot of difference. When actually I go and I work, I see a lot of problem in my work. But this is the reason I'm just showing you this quick work. It's a practice work. As long as you are giving a label that this is my practice, I'm going to practice this, I'm practicing, the outcome, I really don't care, you are good. So try to give them a label. Okay, just one patch here. Just imagine that if you're able to create something like this in everyday basis, every morning or whenever you are getting time, if you are able to spend your time practicing like this, I'm telling you, things will be absolutely different. No one can stop you. I'm telling you, I bet on it. If you just start something like this, creating, just spending a little 20 minutes of your time, you see the amazing result. And forget about what people says. If you believe, if you start listening to people, then you're gone. Because sometime some criticism in the early days of your learning, and if you'll hear anything which is not a motivation, I mean, it doesn't motivate you, then it definitely I mean, you'll feel little demotivated and you'll stop. And that's the reason you see like a lot of people, a lot of beginners basically, they stop watercolor. They say, oh, I can't make this because it's a very tough medium. Okay. Now I see there's a lot of people here, a lot of people here, just here and there. And I'm just again going back and I'm just telling you that when I was started watercolor and when I was started doing something like this, it took some time to reach even to this level. And I, I completely understand when people start, uh, they see their work is really not improving the way it should be. And this is exactly it happens to me as well. But what was the most important part was how you can keep yourself motivated. Why you're leaving watercolor? Because it's not coming the way you want. If that is the thing, then probably you should change your mindset. If you're beginner, you are watching this lesson, you're watching this tutorial, I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy, this watercolor. But I'm telling you, if you consistently practice, it will be life-changing experience. You will do whatever. You'll leave your job, man. You will just sorry. I don't want you to just quit and devote yourself here. But I'll tell you, you'll really fall in love with this medium the way I did today. Okay. You have no idea what is the craziest thing I can do for this. But yeah, I mean, it's completely based on how you look at this medium, how you approach this. It's a it's a gradual process. It's a learning, but it's a beautiful medium, I would say, and it's a beautiful way to express yourself creatively. So it requires a little time. Give you time. It took me several years to reach to this, and I can still feel that uh, how how enjoyable that moment was. I was I actually I didn't quit my job. I was just creating like this. I was just giving my time, half an hour, 20 minutes, my time consistently doing something like this. And I'll tell you, the experience was amazing. The only thing you need to do is find time. And it's very difficult to finding time. A lot of people, they say they have a lot of, and it's true, I completely understand. But if you want to learn something, if you want to acquire some knowledge, trust me, if you're really passionate about watercolor, if you really want to learn any new thing, you will, and your conscious mind will help their best to find some time. Okay, so let's write some um, whatever its name is given. And this is it. This is exactly I was just doing, my friend. There is nothing so. Uh, I was not doing so much of work. It's just a little bit of light, depth, composition, perspective, the atmosphere, all that. I was just doing it. And that was the game changer. If you have not seen my work from where I was, go and check my website. And today I'm able to paint whatever I would like. I want to like. I want to show you this work. Yeah, I just did it a couple of days back for my Patreon members. This is the tutorial. I was just making it, and something like this I was just making a lot for, not only for me, for my galleries, my art collectors, for my for my audiences, classes, and everything. It was complete transform. It was an amazing experience. If I can do it, why you should not, and why you could not? I mean, you can do much better than me. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just sharing you what I did it, how I did it, and you can do that too. You don't need to leave your job. You have you will be doing all your commitments, all your responsibility, whatever you have. You just keep doing it. But you can also do that. You'll find a time to do all of this. All right, so thank you so much, everyone. That's my story. That was the 12 year, the gap, and I was started doing this, and I found my real passion, my real purpose of my life, and I'm still with it, and I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying my journey. Whatever it comes, I'll embrace it even further. So thank you so much watching this. Support me on Patreon. If you wanted to become a member, or you want to learn a new technique, or you want to move your watercolor learning from one place, one level to another, please be my patron. Support me to create more videos like this. I'll see you very soon in my next video. Till then, take care and keep creating. See you.